Good morning and welcome to the channel. So today's video is kinda special. Well, not really, but anyways, what we have today is actually we're gonna do some maintenance. The weather is nice and spring is in the air, guys. So let me show you what we have today, and we'll get right into the video. All right, so this is what we have for today. So both of those push mowers, those Hondas need, so this one needs an oil change, new spark plugs, air filter, and same thing with this one. And this one, what we need to do is we need to take the bagger off and the blower and take the deck off. We'll be putting a new belt under the deck and new belt into this thing right here, and also it needs an oil change. So for today we'll be focusing a lot on this one, and if we have time in the day we'll get to this zero turn. So this one needs a new grease fitting right here. As you can see, there's grease coming out of there, so we need to fix that. We need to tap into that, insert a new grease fitting. And also this lawnmower needs a new belt. So this lawnmower has about 500 hours on that belt, and it's about time to be replaced. And also needs oil change, air filter, and new spark plugs. So what I want to do is we are going to move this lawnmower out, and we're going to take that bagger off, and after that we'll remove the deck and get that out. We'll do the oil change first thing, and we'll move on to the next parts. So stay tuned. Alright guys, in order to remove the deck of this lawnmower, the first thing you need to do is release this right here. This drops. Right here, you just lift this off. Just like that. After that, there's a shaft back here, so we will unhook it from back there. Let me see if I can do it on camera. So you just pull it forward. Just like that. Then you can move the deck back. The same thing here. Make sure we clear like that. Alright, as you can see, the deck is off, and there's no bagger. Guys, the next thing we gotta do, we gotta fix this. That's not okay, so we'll fix that today. So let's get into the oil change, and I will kind of show you how to do oil change on a John Deere X720. So what I did here, as you can see, so the oil drainage valve is up there. I don't know if you can see, but it's right here. So you will open that, then the oil will come off this tube. So this is not factory, but it's something that I bought off. It's a tube that I bought from Fleet Farm, and I extended that. So like what I do is, to keep it clean when you change oil, is you just grab this and put it in the drainage, and you open the valve and the oil just flows right there. It's really nice and it keeps everything clean. So before I open that, what I like to do is open the what you call it, where the oil goes in. So you take the cap off first before you open the drainage for the oil. Alright, so now that the cap is off, I'm going to get underneath there and open the drainage, and you will see the oil coming out. So as you can see, guys, the oil is just flowing very nicely. It's not messy. It's draining right into the oil pan, and it's pretty dirty. So we will let this sit and drain for a few minutes, and then we'll be back. All right, now that the oil is done draining, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna close the valve and move on and take the oil filter off. All right, now that we got the drainage valve all covered, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move the oil filter, and it's located right here. So I got this new tool from Fleet Farm. We will see how well it works. So this is the oil filter, and so let's remove it and we'll put some new oil. So once I take the oil filter off, is what I like to do is take brake cleaner and spread this off and clean all the oil so it's not so messy. And you can get this from AutoZone. It's pretty cheap. So this is the new oil filter they will be putting back on. So I get this from Fleet Farm. It's a lot cheaper than going to the dealer. So at the dealer, this will cost you about, I believe, $15. But if you go to Fleet Farm, this is about $5. And it's been working just fine for me. So we'll do the same thing. Just screw it back on and when you put it on, you don't have to use all your energy to really get that on there. It's just good. You just want it snug, and that's good enough. So for the oil, this takes 10W30, and it takes 2 quarts of this. Also, I got this from Fleet Farm. It's starting to sound like this is endorsement video, but it's not. So we'll just put 2 of these in here. As you can see, this doesn't take very long. It took me maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes to do that, even less than that. So now that we got the oil in, we'll put the cap on, wipe everything down. That's all there is to it, guys. So now that we got the oil in, we go to the other side and we'll check the oil level. So the oil stick location is right here. It's next to the battery wire. It's very simple. Just wipe it down first and check again. So it looks pretty good, but we will turn the tractor on and let it run for a few minutes, then we'll check it again. While the tractor is running, what you want to do is kind of look around, see if there's any leak or anything like that. But we'll let it run and we'll check it. Alright, so we have let it run for a few minutes, so I'm going to check the oil again and see if everything checks out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right on top, so everything looks good. I guess while we're doing some maintenance on here, the next thing I would like to do is go through and grease this lawnmower. I can kind of show you where the grease fittings are and make sure it's all greased and ready to go for the spring. Before you grease it, you want to go around and just make sure like you clean it off and so there's no dirt to accept grease. Alright, now that we got the oil changed and we have checked it and everything looks good, so the next thing, like I said, we're gonna grease this lawnmower up, but let me show you where all the grease fittings are that are pretty important to this lawnmower, and I will show you how to do that. So let me turn the camera around and I will show you and we'll go ahead and grease it up. So let me show you what the fittings are. So as you can see, there's two right there, one over there, one right here. I don't know if you saw me, but I did go ahead and clean everything up. So when I put grease, it goes in there nicely. The other thing before the season starts, guys, what you want to do is kind of go through everything. So as I'm doing that, so I've noticed right here, my tie rod is about to go out. It's a good thing I caught that, so I'm gonna go ahead and change that once I get the part from the dealer. And if you're not familiar with X720, these things go out all the time. At least I go through 5 of them in the season. But anyways, the second fitting is over there, as you can see. And now let's walk to the other side. And here's the other one. Let me turn the wheel around so you can see. And here's the second fitting right there. Not second, but third. But anyways, and the other thing you want to keep in mind, guys, so down here, I don't know if you can see, that's where the drive shaft that drives the deck is. So what I like to do, as you can see, there's leaves back there, is I like to clean it up, and it's full of dust. Get the dust out and re-grease it, and it makes things a lot better for the lawnmower. All right, so that's about all the grease fittings that are on the body of the lawnmower. Obviously on the deck, I will grease all these, but first I need to clean this deck out and put a new belt on there. But I don't think I will include that in this video. But if that's something you guys are interested, I can show you how to do that also. So this is the grease gun I use, nothing fancy. I just picked this up from my local AutoZone. You just put it on here and pump until you see it coming out of the tap. I'm gonna clean the old grease that came out of the tub that is full of dirt. What I like to do when I'm done greasing, I like to put fresh grease over the grease inserts to keep the dirt from getting in there. So now we will go around and do the other side. got everything all greased up. So that's all we have today. So I won't keep you guys around for more of the maintenance, but anyways, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something, and just thank you for spending the day with me. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.